Hello, this will be a channel message for you, for your highest good. I trust that it found you at the perfect time, and I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment. As always, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. You've come so far, made so much progress on this spiritual journey, okay? If you're watching this right now at the perfect time, just know that Spirit is so proud of you, and I am very proud of you. Alright, before we get into the reading, bear with me 1 second, please. Just give me one moment. Bit of housekeeping, okay? There was supposed to be a bit of a hectic storm headed towards my place. So if I drop off for a few days, it's just because I don't have power. That is a possibility, but at the time of me filming this, it's actually really mellowed out, and I don't think anything's going to go wrong. So please don't worry. No worrying energy required here, but if you can send some nice, calm, peaceful energy, right, over my way, send me some nice, cool, confident energy, that would be highly appreciated. And obviously all my love goes out to everybody in Queensland and northern New South Wales who is being affected by this. So much love to you, just trying to keep things positive. I think we're going to be okay. It's kind of mellowed out, as I said. Filming this on Friday night, and it will be uploaded on my Saturday morning. So with that out of the way, I see you guys showing up as the King of Wands, okay, in the centerpiece of this reading. I see you guys, okay, I see you guys bossing up. Like, the King of Wands is obviously very creative, very passionate, okay, knows what it wants. And the thing about the King of Wands is that it knows what it's going to take to make things happen. You guys know what it's going to take to make things happen. You understand what kind of behaviors are going to be required. You understand what kind of a team you're going to need around you, right? Like, you're going to need the right kind of support. Okay, you understand how to work with people and make things fun. I'm hearing you're somebody who knows how to make work fun. That's in the centerpiece of the reading. And then I get the Empress on the feminine side. Look at you guys go, right? I'm so proud of you. There's a collective here that has healed so much of their feminine side over the past few months. This is huge work, guys. This is big stuff. So again, I'm so proud of you, and I really appreciate you doing this healing work, which then creates this butterfly effect, as we know, out into the collective. You guys are literally changing the world, and you're changing yourself from the inside out, right? You're bossing up. King of Wands and the Empress, you guys are bossing up and stepping into creator mode, I'm hearing, out of survival mode and into creator mode. Okay, you guys are giving yourself that self-love, the self-care. Right, you're feeling worthy. You guys are listening to yourselves and listening to your body. It's a very fertile time. You're creating something. You're very obviously bringing something into creation here with the Empress and the King of Wands. It's so beautiful, right? And it's a very abundant, fertile time. So keep going with this. Whatever you're working on, it's looking incredibly auspicious, like it's going to work, okay? Everything is aligning here for you guys because you've been doing the work, showing up, doing the work from the inside out. I'm so proud of you, okay? On the masculine side, we get the Devil and the King of Cups in reverse, all right? But it's all good, okay? It's fine. This is fine. We can work with this. I actually really like this because it gives us a bit of a clear direction to go in. I think there's some really practical advice that we can get out of this reading, okay? And like I was saying, the King of Wands knows what it's going to take. He knows how he needs to show up and what problems need to be solved and how to solve them. You guys are in that energy. So I'm hearing, like, whatever this thing is, whatever this kind of negative emotional devil energy is showing up, and creating some kind of illusion, a fear-based illusion that you're stuck, you guys are totally not going to let this stop you. You guys are actually just going to steamroll through this thing. It's just a matter of perception, I'm hearing, like knowing how, maybe giving, or rather being given a little bit of guidance here. I think there's something about the way that you show up and express your emotions. There's definitely something here about relationships. The way that you relate to other people but from that place of the solar plexus and the I am, and that confidence in yourself, that confidence that you are a beautiful human being and you're perfect the way you are, and you're showing up and trying your best, and you're deserving of healthy relationships. And I think that's going to be the key here. There's something about the way that you relate to other people from that place. And potentially in the past, there's been an unhealthy expression of the emotions that is actually a protection mechanism. Like, this was a learned behavior, okay? This isn't part of your identity, and it's not something that was given to you by your higher self. It's not something that you've been guided to continue moving towards. It's just that you're releasing this in the right place at the right time. Like, there's been some kind of emotional defense mechanism that has served you up until this point. But now that you're moving into this new time of very fruitful relationships and this new period of abundance in your life, where you actually attract a really solid team around you who care about you, this defensive emotional energy is no longer required, and you have all of the tools, I'm hearing. You have all of the skills to be able to deal with this and let it go with grace. And just giving yourself plenty of love and grace at this time, and being patient with yourself as you let this go. Right? On the Rider-Waite-Smith version of this devil card, the chains are very loosely tied around the neck of these people. So you're actually able to pick these chains up and put them down and walk away, right? And there's definitely an energy of codependency, like I said, some kind of protection mechanism or feeling of safety that is manifested in toxic codependent relationships. Some kind of a learned behavior that has caused you to attract certain people into your life that are reinforcing this kind of behavior and reflecting it back at you, but you're so ready to let it go. And with this King of Cups in reverse being in your masculine position, right? And your gift at this time being the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, I'm getting a message about unlearning some unhealthy behaviors. And like I said, just being really patient with yourself and giving yourself heaps of grace while you do this. Not being super serious. Like, there's a need to show up and want this like you guys have been doing, right? I'm getting that you want this. And you know that there's some kind of emotional issue or attachment that's standing in the way of your next steps, right? Standing in the way of your dream life. So you know it's there and it's not going to stop you. But there's a need to kind of loosen up a little bit, celebrate yourself, be really confident in your own beauty. I'm getting, like, being confident in your image and the way that you show up, and understanding that you're so beautiful from the inside. You're beautiful on the inside, and that's reflected externally. You're attracting the right people into your life. So it's safe here to loosen up a little bit, celebrate yourself. Okay, have a bit of fun here, you know, like, so somebody here really needs to get... Somebody here sort of needs to get into the club or something, or like make that emotional offer. Don't be afraid to like make that emotional offer. When this King of Wands came out, I was hearing that song, like, It's Getting Hot in Here. You know that, is it Nelly or something? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Like, I totally heard that when this came out. And then when I was starting the reading, I didn't know how to like shoehorn this. I was like, how am I gonna, like, what does this have to do with anything? But I got this song too. What is that song where it's like, I see you, baby, shaking that ass? Like, that's good. Somebody here kind of needs to like get into the club or something. I'm sorry to say, but you're being given permission here to sorry if I'm blushing here, but you're being given permission here to go out, have fun, and kind of make yourself seen and try and like connect with some new people or something, you know, in a way that feels safe, because you are such a beautiful person, like I was saying, right? And confidence is your key to success here. So to just show up and be yourself, I'm hearing like You don't necessarily need to perform. You don't need to put on this kind of performance. It's safe to like let the mask drop down and express this pure version of yourself, right? And finally step out and just start having some fun as this pure version of yourself that is just you, without some kind of a mask or a performance, right? I get that you guys are ready to let this go. And what it is, it's a manipulation of the situation by wearing a mask, by not fully expressing yourself, by withholding some kind of information about your emotions, not really expressing to people how you really feel. That's what I think this King of Cups in reverse and this Devil energy is. But you guys want change. You guys want transformation. I'm getting, for some of you, wearing the mask is super exhausting and it's tiring to show up and be someone that you're not. And I'm getting, you've been letting parts of yourself out over time, and that's why you're ready to do this. You've been bossing up and you're ready to be seen in a big way and let your creations be seen. And I get that you guys, and look, the King of Wands has boundaries. I don't know if I said this, but the King of Wands has a healthy idea of what boundaries are, and he knows how to assert himself at appropriate times, right? And he knows when to pull back. And you guys really want protection, and you're very heavily invested in your boundaries, and that is going to serve you moving forward. But your best defense here and your best protection is going to be your vitality and your energy and your confidence, right? Your confidence is going to be your best protection. I'm getting like a fear of rejection here. This could be in romantic relationships or in some kind of a work situation, or just the way that you show up in everyday life. There could be some kind of a fear of rejection because we've been hurt in the past, right? So we try and subtly manipulate the situation so that we're protecting our emotions. But the thing about it is, if you offend somebody or somebody doesn't like what you have to say, your belief in yourself and your confidence in yourself and your unique being, knowing that you're a beautiful person, that's your defense. Because anybody's negative opinions of you are not going to affect you. They're not going to affect your emotions, right? So like I said, somebody's got to get out into the club or something, or just be a bit more open about how you feel in the workplace, right? You don't have to go and, like let it all out. I'm not saying that, but just understand that letting people know how you feel can really serve you. If you can build up this strength in yourself, build up this confidence, and learn to express your emotions in an appropriate way, that's what we're kind of moving towards here, right? Because you're already the King of Wands. You're already the Empress on your feminine side. So if you can step into this modality of the King of Cups upright on your masculine side, you're going to be attracting really healthy relationships into your life just by showcasing this unique personality that you have. You're a gift. You, the way you are, you're perfect the way you are, and you're such a gift. And there's people out there in the world who want to meet you. There's people out there in the world who want to know you. They want to know the real you. Okay, so don't let your past hold you back. We're letting this stuff go once and for all. Be so kind and patient with yourself at this time. You're totally doing it. I get that maybe you've been playing it small in the past, because I get this Three of Wands in reverse in the past position. It's this withholding of your emotional body and emotional self. And like I say, there's an appropriate time to show this stuff, and there's a way to do it, right? There's a way to do it in a mature way. And if we can really show up and express these emotions in a mature way, we're not going to have any kind of outbursts that are a result of some kind of an emotional suppression, right? That's what we don't want, is an emotional suppression and hiding behind that mask, because it's time to step out onto the stage, I'm hearing. Step into the spotlight and start to expand yourself. Start to expand your empire. Okay, this could have something to do with your romantic relationships, but I really get that this is bigger than this. This is the way that you show up in the world and receive help from people, receive guidance from people, all right? I'm getting a weird message about being afraid to ask questions. Like, you may have, and I can totally relate to this, for real, like, being that kid in school that didn't know the answer in the classroom, right, but didn't want to put their hand up because they were afraid of looking silly, right, afraid of not knowing the answers, right? You're so safe to be yourself with these new relationships and let them teach you. There's going to be a symbiotic nature to these new relationships, and you're going to be showing up and teaching people and showing them what you know. Because you're the King of Wands, and you're the Empress, soon to be the King of Cups, right? So there's this really healthy balancing of the masculine and the feminine polarities, and there's life experience here. There's knowledge here. I'm telling you guys, you know more than you think. You have more wisdom than you realize, and you're going to be able to help people and guide people, and the relationships are going to be equally symbiotic, right? People are going to be teaching you in the same way, and you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel safe, right? So just loosen up. Make that emotional offer, right? Make your emotional needs heard by other people. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Spirit is saying it's safe to do it at this time. And like I said earlier, your vitality and confidence in yourself is going to be your protection. Because if somebody doesn't like what you have to say, or they want to disrespect your emotions, or they want to try to push you back down into that place, right? You're going to know that they're not for you. And they're not on your journey, right? They're not on your path. Beautiful red flags, right? I've said it before. These are going to be your beautiful red flags if people want to try and make you play small. They're not your people, right? Because we're going somewhere bigger. We're going somewhere new. Okay, I'm getting travel, right? Like maybe some kind of old relationship in the past that talked you out of going somewhere new. Right? These aren't your people. You want people who are going to inspire you. And I'm hearing, what's that? Because I get the 5 of Pentacles in the current position, right? So I get that saying, and I know this seems a bit tangential, but hear me out, right? I get that saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I'm getting that really strongly here. You are an average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and that's why it's really important to express yourself, okay? To express your unique, beautiful self, and attract in people that almost would have intimidated that old version of you because of that need to... Because when we're made to feel small, we get triggered when we're made to feel small, if that makes sense, right? So we don't want to put ourselves in a position where we look like we don't know things, or we look like we're less than other people. But if you can just really open yourself up to being a bit more vulnerable, and open yourself up to being the student again, and heal your emotions around that, you're going to attract people that really jive with you and really like your personality and like your unique self, but they're actually going to up-level you. They're going to up-level you. They're going to encourage you to play it big, to go after those ideas, and they're going to help you with some kind of a difficulty that you're dealing with. I'm getting there's some kind of a struggle potentially. Some situation in your present 3D reality, with the 5 of Pentacles being in your current position, that is less than ideal. And potentially there's help around you, and there's support waiting for you to invite it in, I'm hearing. There's support that's waiting for you, but on an emotional level, you might feel some way about it. You might feel guilty or undeserving, or you might feel unsupported because there's a fear of reaching out for some kind of a help. I'm sorry to say. There is some kind of a help that's around you here. And I think that there's some kind of a message with the Hermit in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse in the future, is that there's balance here that is required. There's always balance that's required, right? Because with this Devil card upright in your current masculine energy, I do get codependency vibes from this. And I think in the past there have been relationships where people, more than one person, came together, right, and lost themselves into some kind of negative egregore and created some kind of a codependent situation. All right, you guys may have some kind of wounding around your identity, which you've actually, I'm getting, you've healed through some kind of a hermiting mode. Like you guys have been showing up and bossing up, kind of behind closed doors maybe, okay, walking that hard path on your own, like kind of rejecting help or rejecting support because you knew that there was work that needed to be done, like you knew that you needed to heal your self-worth, even if it was just intuitively. Okay, you were walking this hard path because your higher self was leading you into a place where you could actually boss up and heal this self-worth, right? So in the future, there's a bit of a... Spirit is trying to caution you a bit here because there's been a history of codependency in the past. So Spirit's saying when you really start to put yourself out there and make yourself vulnerable and make yourself seen and start to express yourself emotionally, it's going to be fun. You guys are going to be having a good time, and just be sure not to lose yourself in this. Okay, keep showing up and doing the work. I'm hearing, remember what it took to get you to this place. And I'm not talking about from that perspective of like hustle grind culture, but like you guys have been doing the emotional work and you've been doing the spiritual work, okay? And there's an element of going out to the club and meeting new people and getting your boogie on, okay, that is spiritual. There's an element to this that is spiritual, but there's a warning here about balance. There's a need here to keep yourself balanced, keep your energies balanced. Make sure that you do have that time, that solitary time where you can reflect on what's going on and you don't lose yourself in some kind of a situation that you end up putting yourself in. That's all it is. Okay, but you guys totally got this. This is really good. This is really good auspicious energy. And you're going from a place of, like I say, playing it kind of small and you've been kind of on struggle street, I'm getting, and it's your ability to open up in an emotional way that is going to gift you some kind of a transformation, some kind of a new level, and a new soul tribe, a new group of people that are going to help you through this. All right? The relationships are the key here because it's going to be the people around you that are really helping you. And like I said, up-leveling you, but then that need to go back inside of yourself and continue doing the spiritual work and showing up like you guys have been doing. That's the key to balancing all of this out. And I know you will. I know you're going to keep showing up and doing what you've been doing, okay? Balance spirituality and practicality too. Full moon in Pisces. So this is a time of release, right? So we're releasing these old issues and then birthing something new, right? I'm getting March is going to be the end of March 29th, early April is going to be huge for you guys if you're watching this at the time of release. Early April, I think, is going to be really big for you guys. Some kind of I'm getting like an emerging of the chrysalis, right? This might be when emerging from the chrysalis, right? As this butterfly. This might be when you guys really put yourself out there and meet somebody new. There's somebody new coming into your life in early April, potentially. Earth magic, fairies, all right? There's going to be angels and fairies showing up in the flesh, and I'm getting you're being guided by unseen forces, right? You're being guided by spirits that you can't necessarily see. You're being guided into the light, and it's because of your feminine healing. That's what I'm getting with this flower down here. And a healing of the third eye and the crown chakra too, because I'm seeing the colors of this third eye as well on these cards. It's your discernment, and it's your ability to be discerning while you embody this childlike spirit. That's what it is. It's not getting lost in this Page of Cups energy and not getting lost in the naivete, or however you pronounce it, being naive, right? There's been, in the past, you've been taken advantage of. And that's where this emotional protection mechanism, that's where this emotional protection mechanism has come from, is being taken advantage of. All right? But you guys have learned. You guys have bossed up. You've got life experience. You've got the wisdom, and you're going to be able to play. I'm hearing it's time to play. It's time to play, knowing what you know, healing the third eye and healing your discernment and healing your crown chakra here with the color of this flower. And you're being guided by spirits around you guys that you can't even see. This is destined. Balance spirituality and practicality, right? This was destined. This is part of your spiritual journey to like go out and formulate new relationships that help you build something, help you create this thing. It's the King of Wands and the Empress, right? You guys got creativity coming out the wazoo. There's people around you who should be helping you with this. And maybe they haven't come into your life yet, but in the 5D, you guys are having that conversation. You guys are fully having conversations in the 5D here with people that haven't come into your life yet. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites. Extremes of life. We got this the other day. There's a heavy message here about gratitude and being grateful for the experiences that you went through. And there is really something here about this period of time where you were isolated, right? And you had to play it small and you were denied, right? I'm getting an energy of denial. Other people denying your abilities or other people trying to keep you safe, like it was coming from a place of love, but they didn't understand. Some kind of toxic codependency, narcissism, but they just didn't understand. They were trying to keep you safe, right? But I digress. There's something here about being grateful for that because it's taught you what it is to not have that empowerment. It's taught you about the absence of power, right? And this is why you can really appreciate this energy that you're in now. There's an energy of appreciation and gratitude because you've experienced some really heavy contrast in this life. This has been the journey of a lifetime for many of you. You've experienced so much contrast and you've arrived. Look at the energy that you're in. Look at the energy that you're in. And there's one last little thing about opening up and revealing yourself, letting yourself be seen, letting your emotions be felt by other people here, connecting with people. That's what it is, connecting with people on an emotional level in a way that is, in a way, practical because you're going to be building trust. That's what this is, this balancing spirituality and practicality. You're going to be building trust with people and you're going to have so much love for them and their experiences and you're going to be able to relate to people and connect with people on an emotional level who have shared these experiences with you, and that is really something to be grateful for. That's what this card is, right? Surrender and the extremes of life. Surrendering to the understanding. You guys are developing a level of acceptance and understanding that you're being asked to surrender to because that time has passed and you can deal with anything that's coming your way now. You've bossed up. You've arrived, right? You're there. I'm so proud of you guys. Let's just pull a gratitude card then. If that's how it's gonna be, let's pull a gratitude card. There's so much to be grateful for here, guys. There's so much to be grateful for. And moving forward, as you reveal yourself and be confident in your own abilities and your unique soul song, your unique spirit and unique personality, things are really going to open up for you. I love it. When did you last celebrate you? Yo, what did I say? What have I been saying, guys? When did you last celebrate you? That cake, you know, it's so funny. That cake has been coming up for me. People have been leaving comments with cake in them, and it was a really good friend of mine. It's his birthday today. He's a Pisces, right? Hey Eli, if you're watching this, it's my friend's birthday today, and yeah, cake stuff. There's something here about cake. Maybe you guys got to like make yourself a cake or throw yourself a party, right? Have a celebration. Maybe have cake and coffee with somebody, or just get out into the club, right? Something here about cake and celebrating yourself. Okay, when did you last celebrate you? I love that. So often we move on to our next task before celebrating a job well done. I love it. What this card, it says, what is a success you've had lately, big or small? And this is more big than small, trust me, guys. If you're watching this and you resonated with this reading, this is a big victory here. This is a big success. So it's like a big celebration is in order here, right? How can you celebrate this success and stay in the moment longer? I love that. How can you celebrate this success and stay in the moment longer? Know that honoring your own success can propel you further forward, right? The Knight of Cups moving forward into this new emotional space. So celebrate yourself. Savor the moment. You've done so much and you've got so many things that you're moving into in this creative space. You've got so many things that you're creating as you move into this new space. I apologize. I'm getting very excited. My words are going everywhere. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea. You're so beautiful. You're so unique. Confidence is your key to success. So get out there. Get after it. Celebrate yourself and really savor that moment, right? Be in the moment. So I'll totally just leave it there. I love this reading. Thank you so much for like providing me with the energy to do this reading and actually showing up and doing the work. Because if there was no you, there'd be no me, right? Like who would I be reading for? So and the way you guys show up in the comments and support me and celebrate me, and I see a lot of you guys saying like, Dylan, you're really kind, and you know you have a beautiful soul, and I really appreciate that. But please know that is a reflection of you. That is a reflection of the kindness and the beauty in your soul. That's why you see the beauty in this collective and this community here, is because you're beautiful. You're a part of it. You're a part of this, guys. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so thankful for you. So with that being said, I love you so much. I really appreciate you sharing this space with me, and I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Take it easy, guys. I love you. Peace.